Hello, family. How you all doing? So today I want to enlighten us on a particular thing that has been going on. Whenever you are sick, the first thing you should do is to go to the hospitals, run a test, check yourself. Everything is not spiritual. Yes. Some of you will contact me. I am having constant headache. Have you gone to the hospital? No. So how will you know the cause of that headache? It might not be spiritual. It may be because you're not sleeping well. It may be as a result of high blood pressure that you don't even know you have. But when you go to the hospital, they check and know what the problem is. The problem will be sorted out immediately. It will not develop to other things that can kill you tomorrow. Some of you will be in labor and the doctor will tell you the only solution is CS. The next thing I will hear, solution empire, please pick my call, my wife is dying, or the woman, maybe the sister that knows me, they will start putting pressure on my head. What is the problem? I don't want my sister to go through the theater. Why? Don't you have the money? I have, but women that give birth to CS are not real women. My three children, I had them through CS. That doesn't mean I cannot push. The labor pain was too much. My husband signed for CS for my first time. My mother was mad that day. But the second child, I told them that I prefer the CS. I don't want to go through the pain of shouting like a mad woman in the hospital. That was how I had my three children with CS, elective CS. So it's not about you're being a strong woman. It's if I tell you, that is when you will know. If you see me, you won't know unless I tell you. So some of them will come. The doctor said, I'm going for CS. I don't want to go for CS. What is if you don't have the finances, that is another thing altogether. But when you have the finances, and because you want to give birth like a Hebrew woman, as most of you likely say, that Hebrew woman simply means a woman that will give birth. They will hear the cry of the baby, and the mother will be alive to nurse the child. That is what Hebrew woman simply means. If CS is not a good idea for having children, God will not give us doctors that will study and know that apart from the vaginal birth, there are other means you can give birth. And that is why these are the only two legalized ways of giving birth. When I had my last child, I saw so many women optioning for elective CS, not the time you'll be on labor shouting. And when the baby is not forthcoming, that is when, no, some of them walk in, they will book and they will tell them the day they will come. That is that is what education science has given to us. So let us upgrade our mentality. Let us upgrade in anything we are doing. If you are sick, that is the essence of this video, go to the hospital first. When you now go to the hospital, the doctors cannot see what the problem is. You cannot come to my WhatsApp to disturb me. Not when you have not visited your. If I'm sick, the first thing I do is to go to the hospital, and I will get treated within 3 days. I'm okay. When it's spiritual, I will know. So don't always assume everything you are facing is spiritual. One of my family members that has stroke, when she called me that the mother has stroke, or that I should check whether somebody, I said, stroke, your mother is in her early 60s or mid 60s. So having stroke is not something that somebody can send to her. Have you gone to the hospital? No. That is why they are calling me. I said, okay, go to the hospital. There are hospitals that not treat stroke. And the major causes of stroke from my research is high blood pressure and high sugar level. When these two things jam together, you will have partial stroke. And partial stroke is treatable in the hospital. Cardiologists treat it. When you are being treated, the physiotherapist will now come and straighten the places that was shifted. So knowledge is power. Don't always assume that when you have stroke, it is an evil attack. It is a spiritual attack. I told her, take your mother to the hospital. I even told her about the hospital somebody told me about. Take her there. Their bills are much, but your family can afford to pay it. You are from a rich background. She accepted. only for her elder sister to tell her to take her to one church since I don't want to attend to them. That was in her quotation, her in quote, since I don't want to help because they are my family people, they should take her to one of our sisters' church too. That was where the mother died after 3 months. This is somebody that would have been saved. Her sugar level was high, her blood pressure was high. Before they could take her to the hospital, it was too late. She couldn't talk again. She couldn't move. This was somebody that was moving. Her mouth was gradually bending one side. I was still shouting on the phone, take her to the hospital. She will be treated, and the physiotherapist will straighten her mouth and her leg and hand that was bent. That was how this woman died. What am I saying in a nutshell? If you are sick, I'll keep hammering it. Go to the hospital. Don't let people deceive you. Somebody was in coma. Instead of you to rush the person to the hospital, you are calling Solution Empire. Take your brother to the hospital. From there, we can pray together. What happened? The brother told them, one of the brothers said, let's take him to this church. The pastor can raise the dead. That was how the boy died. So let us be wise. Everything is not spiritual. If my kids are sick, the first step I take is to take them to the hospital. From there, I will be doing spiritual bath for them and they will recover. If they are to recover in 10 days, they will recover in 2 days. You can be taking your medical treatment and be doing spiritual assignments to back it up, to fasten it. Even as you have stroke, there are traditional things you can use to be bathing while you are taking the orthodox medicine. So let us be wise. Let us be wise. Gone are the days where people die carelessly because of ignorance. Don't let religion take over the place of medical attention. That is my summary for today's video. Don't let um, don't let religion or spirituality take over the attentions of the doctors. In my language, they say ekere orun eke. What that simply means, we have areas of specialization. We are even taught in economics in secondary school. So if you know your area of specialization, face it. Don't let everything to be spiritual. Once you believe everything around you is spiritual, believe me, your mindset will change. Even when you know that this thing requires a medical attention, you will see yourself falling prey to death. Let us be wise. Let us be careful. This is the season where many people will take the place of medical attention to be a spiritual problem. Thank you for watching and see you in my next one.